Prior to Rita, we were having on average 15 falls, and that's gone down to 10, and this month 6 falls. So I can see the data is showing me on my clinical governance that we are having a reduction in falls when the Rita is being used.
I think it's probably one of the best things that's been brought into the homes because it's brought everybody closer. Staff interact with the residents interact with residents. They all get up and dance, they sing, and it's just brilliant.
I just think it's a wonderful system to engage the care staff with the residents, and also it's kind of engaging the kind of relatives when they come in as well with the My Life profiles, and hoping we're going to do a project to make it more meaningful at the end of life, also using the Rita system. So I'm over the moon that it's coming to the care homes and definitely would recommend it.
The main benefits are that the staff can bond with the residents, that they can learn about their history, they can learn about their likes, their dislikes, they can kind of know what agitates them and what doesn't agitate them, and they can get into the resident, they can get memories and like childhood stories and everything from them.
A lot of residents can't actually speak, but when you put the music on, you find that they'll actually start singing. The words come out where normally they wouldn't be able to have a conversation.
Rita is probably one of the best machines that has come to the home. We're finding out things about residents we didn't know before Rita, and it's just making our bonds with our residents very strong and more understanding.
I would recommend Rita in any of the homes because I think it's great for the residents and the families. It brings a lot of help for the residential and the nursing patients, and it brings people close together, and I think it's a very good thing.
But I think there's 2 residents in particular that kind of spring to mind. One gentleman who used to constantly put himself on the floor as a way to kind of get attention from staff, wanting to be kind of occupied. Now he spends quite a lot of time watching films, or he quite likes the 1966 World Cup. And there's been a lot less incidents reported with him putting himself on the floor. We also had a lady who used to shout quite a lot all day, and nothing seemed to calm her. Whereas now, if the staff take Rita into her room and put the music on, music she kind of remembers, and she sits and sings along to it, which has made a massive difference to her. And when the family come in as well, they can see she's a lot happier.
CQC have run with this. They're absolutely delighted with our care home because we've got Rita on every day, and they've noticed this, they've commented on it, and it's just lovely. It's lovely to see. It's just an extra entertainment, you know. Instead of sitting one-to-one, you can chat to your resident quite a lot throughout the day, but for them to interact with Rita, you'll put a puzzle on or a quiz on or a song on, and everything else comes back. They start talking about their past, and it's lovely. It's really nice. The benefits as well of Rita to our staff, we do tend to sit down with our residents and have one-to-ones, but with Rita, it's like a 3-way cycle with them. They're doing the quizzes, they're singing along, and it's just lovely for our staff and our residents to interact together like that.
I've seen Rita being used in the acute hospital, and part of our quality monitoring when we go around the homes, we identified there was a lack of activities going on within the homes. So we thought it was an ideal opportunity. We had some funding that was available for investment. So we decided that we would invest in buying a Rita system for each of our care homes. All of our homes have been using Rita really, really well. We've had great success. There's been some homes have identified reductions in falls. Some have been doing a little bit more meaningful activities with the residents. Families have been involved, so that the activities that's been going on within the homes now are more personal centred and a more meaningful activity that the residents are receiving. I would recommend Rita to other CCGs and local authorities as part of their strategic vision for reducing hospital admissions, for reducing one-to-one and for reducing falls, because I think at a strategic level we can help reduce some of these within the care homes.